Hi, I'm Kimberly. Welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. Today is Wednesday, and I have a few WIPS to show you, despite losing my 6J hook. I want to welcome everyone watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, I do have a couple of things. I kind of had to change course. If you watched the video yesterday, you would know why. Because I lost my second Susan Bates 6J hook, which was the only other one I had. So in a couple days, I'm going to go get another one. But anyway, for the moment, I do not have either one of them, which is what I use all the time and what I have been using on numerous projects. So I have had to switch gears on what I was working on to some degree, except for what I have gotten done on the, I think it's Easy Spring Top tutorial. That's by Angela at My Precious Yarnery. So that one I did get further on, and actually it was what I was working on when I accidentally lost my hook. It was literally with the project and the yarn, and I picked it up kind of like that, and the hook just kind of like flew through the air, and y'all, I can't find it. So I have looked all over downstairs. I mean, I know the area. I even swept all the floor, but I don't know if it rolled under the freezer or the refrigerator or what. I mean, I don't think so, but I have yet to find it. So, and that is the second one. The other one my original one got lost about 6 or 8 weeks ago. So, anyway, the only 6 hook left that I have, I started a new project with today. And it's not a Susan Bates hook, but we'll go into that in just a minute. So, anyway, the project, the Easy Spring Top, that I was just talking about, I do have here, I have the back panel. So I almost, like literally almost have the back panel done, y'all. So I think this is gorgeous. You can see how this is working up. This is the Premier Color Fusion DK. And this is the colorway Saltwater Taffy. So, it is just literally almost, you know, for the back panel. So, that kind of stinks because I really only had about like that much, like from my shoulder down to about here, like, you know, to do on this. But this is turning out gorgeous. I love how this is patterning out. And this is just extended single crochet. So it is a very easy tutorial. Angela does a wonderful job with her tutorials. So if you have never watched her, you might want to check that out. Of course, I will link it in the description box. But this is turning out fabulous, and I am loving it. So I'm going to try to plan to have this done now probably, well, basically, yes, by like next Friday, not this Friday, because obviously I'm missing my hook, and I just don't, again, the only other 6 hook I have is what I'm using on this next project, so I'll show you that in a minute. I'm trying to see if I had anything else here that, oh, I have something else I can show you, but I don't know. I forgot that was in this bag. So I can show you something else that I'm going back to. Oh my goodness. My nose is itchy. It's that kind of season for me with the allergies. So I'll show you this real quick too. Might as well. This is a UFO that I'm going back to. I will link it in the description box, this as well. It's a tutorial by Bag O' Day Crochet. And it's basically like one of her easy summer tops. I just can't remember the exact title of the tutorial, but I can link this. This So this is, yeah, the second top that I ever like started making, and this was last summer. So I'm trying to find it, and I don't have a lot of it done, but I have started. I'll show you this though. It's very pretty. I really like the yarn. So far this is what I have, and you can see the sparkly. So, but let's see here. I'm trying not to have that in the way. Okay, there we go. And this is another one that's a mesh top, and you have to stretch these, you know, you have to stretch. I've noticed with they really want to these tops that are the mesh, like it really, so you really got to kind of pull it out. Even that shawl that I have almost done. So yeah, this is one of her tutorials, and I think this looks beautiful because I love that. Look how shiny that is. I love this yarn. It's like a really dark blue, and it is actually this Mary Maxim. That's trying to come off. But it's this Mary Maxim called Glimmer. And you can see how like sparkly that is. But the color is navy blue. And it actually looks more like, I know actually in the camera it looks pretty navy blue, but this is actually, it looks more royal blue. It's very like a bright kind of a blue. So I love this. So this is similar though, I will tell you. So if you've been following along, this is very similar to the other top that I did just finish. That is the Cinnamon Stitches Knockout crop top. So this is very similar to that in design and the style and the mesh kind of look. So I found with that one that once I got it down like under my chest area and then could close it off, which is exactly how you do this one too. You get it down to where you can get it under your chest, and you basically going around. You attach, you know, both sides here, and then you just go in the round and finish the top. But I found that with that one, in other words, I didn't need very many more rows. So I was like cooking right through that. So I kind of expect the same thing with this, that I can get it done pretty quickly. So I don't think that that will be a big deal, but it is this is very, very similar in design. But I think that's beautiful. And I do remember that when I started this top, I remember watching the tutorial, and she said, like, I'm trying to think if it was chain, I think, yeah, it was like chain 100 and something, or something like that, or almost 100, something like, and I remember thinking at the time, oh my word, like, at that time, that was a lot for me. Even that was like overwhelming to me, because I'd only ever done like a couple of baby blankets. Most of what I'd done previously was like scarves and smaller things. So I like chaining almost 100 or more was like, I remember thinking, oh my gosh, that right there was kind of a, so I remember I put it off at the time initially because I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to take forever. But now, now I look at that and it's like, I don't really think of it, because I just go along and just do a row. And I mean, my timing, like my crochet is so much better than it was, is what I'm saying, like last year and that. And the things that I used to look at as being very intimidating, I don't look at that way anymore. So anyway, so I do remember thinking that, and I do want to get this done, but it's very sparkly and pretty, and I like it. And I wanted to make 2 of these. I dug out, it's in here. Okay, but I've got to find the rest of this too, because I swear to you I have more of this. Maybe I don't, because I might not. But I also wanted to make that same top in this. And it's the Mary Maxim Glimmer too, but it's the black. And again, it's very shiny and sparkly. So this is what I have left for making like a scarf. And speaking of that, so when I saw this yarn the other day, I actually found, I have another one like this that came from Mary Maxim, and it's like a, it has like a rainbow metallic in it instead of like silver like this looks. And it's just a little, I mean, the tiniest little scrap ball that I had left. But because I was actually sitting the other day cleaning up all my scrap balls to try to finish that up, which I'm almost completely done with that now. Pretty proud of that. Even though, y'all, I don't have that many scrap balls, so really, truly. But I found that and I was like, oh yeah, what did I do with that yarn? And then my mind was like, oh no. So I remember there is a, there's actually a cabinet in the front room that I'm going to have to get into, that I realized I put a bunch of pieces in there that were already finished. So now it's going to be interesting, because I know I made a scarf with this, but the rainbowy kind of looking one, I think I made a scarf with that too. So I'm going to have to look, because I don't entirely remember. I was like, what did I do with that? But I must have made a scarf of some sort with it, I guess. So I'm going to look in there, because I realized, oh no, there's like several things that I remember. What I was doing is that I was putting up stuff that I completed and I wanted to like sell down the line. And then I have completely forgotten the stuff was in there. So not great. Until recently. That little scrap ball is all I needed to remind me. So, y'all, that was... But, so now at least I know. Okay? I know. So I got to dig into there, which that's fine. So, anyway, the last thing I wanted to show you that I started today that I am fairly excited about. Cinnamon Stitches put out a tutorial. Well, let me back up a minute. She did Premiere Week a little while back. And she did like 5 days of tutorials with Premiere Yarn. And it was fabulous. Like designed, she designed two tops, a bag, a water bottle, and I'm trying to think what else. Maybe, I can't think of it at the moment. But anyway, I knew I was not going to have the time to sit down and do that stuff then exactly. So, at any rate, that was part of what. Now, if you watched the other day my Mary Maxim yarn haul, I got a bunch of cotton. So, I put myself to making one of the tops that she had on her video, or excuse me, on, I'm tired, y'all, that she had for Premiere Week. And it's called Picots Bill something top. But anyway, I'm sorry, I can't remember exactly. But again, I will have that in the description box. But it is adorable. She did, I mean, she does such a great job. She does these Premiere Yarn Weeks once a year, and has all these tutorials and does all, and she does such a great job. So anyway, I have started making this top. Now, right now, well, here's the color. So I can tell you what that is in just a second, but no, hang on. So this is made in 2 panels, is the way it's made. And I gotta make sure that I have it where it's actually supposed to be here. Okay, I think. So now this is another mesh type of top. And so you got to kind of spread that out. So I have almost 1 panel done. And then, so, oh, I bumped it. So anyway, this is, you do 1 panel, you know, this is one side. And then you have another panel that's the same on the other side. So you need to go to like right in the middle. So I don't have too much left of this to go as far as the panels. And I think it's turning out really cute. I really, really like it. And this is, it's brighter than it kind of looks on camera, but it's got pops of like a hot pink, purple, and orange, and yellow. I think this is like, I think it's going to be so cute. So I'm super excited about this. I knew when of course, I always love, like I said, she's another one. I really love her. I love watching her tutorials and everything. And so for this one, this is the Bernat Handicrafter cotton. And the colorway is Floral Prints. So far, let's see, these are somewhere here. Somewhere here. Oh, 71 yards. Oh, they're smaller than I remembered. Okay. Anyway, 71 yards. So far, I've used 2 of these. So that's not bad. I ordered 7 of them. So with that being the case, that I've only used 2 so far, I should be able to just get away with, I should have some left over is what I'm saying. I should have more than enough, to say the least. So that would be fantastic. So I am going to keep booking it on this top. I think it's adorable, and I'm super excited about it. And I can't wait to like see the end result. But I love, so let me see if I can show you close up here a little better. And this has the picot stitch in it. If you can see the little picots or not here. But I had never done that before. So that's definitely different. And I've got the swing of that, you know, the hang of it. And I really think it's like, it's looking really cute. I loved it when I saw it, you know, the first time that she had showed it. I thought, oh my gosh, that is just so pretty. So again, I will link that in the description. So if you want to check that out, please do so. Now, I didn't mention the other day. So when I was talking about cottons, and I think I kind of said like, oh, you know, as far as cotton, they're mostly the same, which, yes and no. So I meant like as far as what I got, as far as like texture. However, I will tell you that the Premier Home cotton is actually a little softer than, like, for instance, I actually prefer that as opposed to, especially the Lily Sugar and Cream, because that has got a more rough texture to it. Now, this here does too a little bit. So, this Bernat Handicrafter, which I'd never used before. So, I do prefer the Premier Home cotton. But, again, it feels like cotton. So, but it is softer, in other words, than these others. So, I just said that because it is of the texture of cotton. So, that's kind of, you know. Now, there are some cottons, though, still, that are on my wish list to get yet. And one of them is hipster cotton, so I definitely want to dig into that. Now, Cinnamon Stitches used for her tutorial on this top, she used the Premier Painterly. That's anti-pill that came out Sometime like not too long ago. I mean, it might have been 5-6 months ago or something, but it's not been, it's a more recent one is what I'm saying. So I do love that yarn. I would like to get some of that too. That is worsted weight. And I also thought too, you know, in regards to this top, now mine is, I'm making out of cotton, but I did think about too, I think that I'm going to try this kind of idea out, was I thought about making, because this is made in like 2 panels and halves, that I want to look at making a couple other things, a worsted weight, that I kind of have ideas about, like changing up a little bit on that. So I would like to try that out too. But definitely the, excuse me, the Painterly yarn is gorgeous. I love that line, as far as that. And I would like to try some of that out too as well. But I didn't have, you know, I didn't have any of that. And right now we're going into, I'm already, like, y'all, I'm already overheating. I mean, it has been like 80 degrees here. And like yesterday, I was just like, I mean, I felt like I was going to melt outside. So I don't know. It takes my body a minute. When I say that, I mean, it takes me a bit to kind of, my body to adjust is what I'm saying. It's the same thing when we hit winter, and I mean, it actually drops to like 20-30 degrees, all, you know, all of a sudden. It takes me a minute to adjust, which is a little bit more than that, to say the least. But what I mean is, it, you know, it takes me, my body has to adjust to that. So I think everybody's does, and probably in some context, but it hits me hard. So the summer is the same way for me. So it's kind of, you know, it's an adjustment. And right now, so this week is supposed to rain off and on all week. And now it rained like all night here last night. But then it was supposed to rain all this morning and this afternoon, and did not. Thank goodness. The sun, the glorious sun came out. It was beautiful today, despite the fact that it was hugely windy for part of the day. So that's fine. But anyway, so I'm wanting to make, you know, things with cotton right now is what I'm telling you. So worsted weight, I mean, it's going to depend on the day and how, you know, warm it is here as far as me wearing that. So even though, you know, it's weird, the weather it's staying consistently warm for the most part. But now I looked, and we literally have, supposed to be here in about 4 days, or I think it was, or something. We're going to hit like 30-something degrees, or supposed to anyway, at night for a couple of nights in a row. And I thought, oh my gosh, because I kind of thought we were already out of that, just because, even though you never know, you never know. I'm in Indiana, and we have literally had snow in April before. So, like, anything is possible. But I'm getting prepared with all the cotton, y'all, for the warm weather. So, that's what I'm saying. So, that's what I had to show you tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. See y'all very soon, basically. Good night, and God bless now.